wonder if you feel the same. While you're looking for information on certain topic, typically these days you'll be either hitting the internet, the big Google world, or bookstore. 10, 12 years ago when I started looking into tea, that's what I did. And of course, back in those days, there were certainly, the bookstore was your priority. And that's where I went as well. And certainly there are a lot of books on tea. And that's made me kind of think about, where do you find information, And thankfully, because my dad has insisted when I was young, to actually make sure that I learn my Chinese, being a good old Chinese, I can actually read a lot of tea books because, in fact, a lot of tea books are still written in Chinese. There are a lot of them in different levels, the really easy to read stuff and the really, big fat books, about all the, the soil, the chemicals, the minerals, that need to go into the tea. So, it just made me think that, well, wow, I've got this knowledge now in my little box here, and I really want to share that, and making it easy to read as well. And so with that mission in mind, we started the Australian Tea Guide 7 years ago, and it started as this little book here, thin little one. But it's a really good start, and we did get a lot of good feedback from it. A lot of people love the tea recipes in it. Exploring different ideas in tea, and then of course we talked about brewing tips, iced tea, and of course, exploring the different kinds of tea. Because if you think about, like black tea, green tea, all of those actually come from Camellia sinensis. How come some of them taste like black tea and how come some of them taste like green tea? So, we try to answer some of these questions, a lot of us tea drinkers are wondering about, but trying to go light on it because, we're not trying to be stuffy and academic and, going all scientific because we're all time poor. I just want to give you what, you probably will find useful to read. And give you some photos because sometimes, it's like people say, oh, shucks, your English breakfast doesn't look like other English breakfasts around. Is that English breakfast? And, only getting the understanding of, there are actually a lot of different English breakfasts. You get to understand, the tea world a bit better. So gradually, we touch on to various topics. This is 2008. On the cover is a lovely golden Dancheng oolong. That is fantastic for digestion. Then we moved on to black tea a little bit. We talked about this one. We also talked about the Dragon Well or Longjing for appreciation guide. It's just a bit of information. We continue to do a lot of tea articles. Recipes, and of course a lot of articles as well. And then 2010, the book starting to get a little bit thicker. We start to write a little bit more in depth, after, quite a few requests on some of the people saying, look, just want a little bit more information and can you make the pictures a little bit bigger? So we're starting to do a bit of that, because at the end of the day, this meant to be an easy to read book. We're not trying to be, like the teacher's guide or teaching aid or, I'm not trying to train you into a horticulturalist, nor am I one. So, so a bit of, really nice, light reading, but at the same time, really good, resourceful stuff. The topics in these books don't date, and the only thing that would date in each of these books is the directory section. So, we have put down, these various people who are supplying our tea, whether it is to, serve you or just selling it as dry pack or both, all around Australia. So you get a feel for, where you can find, teas.com.au teas. And of course, this is also a really fantastic resources, continuing the journey of sharing the knowledge. We are also, getting more experts to write in our tea guide, light tea therapy from Brisbane, from Stone's Corner, one of our good friends. So yeah, there are a lot of topics that we are touching on, and some of them we're going in depth a little bit more as the feature articles in the Tea Guide. And last year, again, we have help from some of our friends to write some of these information. And some of the topic a little bit more in depth as well. And this year, the new one has just arrived, the Australian Tea Guide 2013. So every year we do them roughly around June, July, or get them published around that time. And this year, again, we're very humbled that we have got some really great people working with us on the articles, such as articles on detoxifying with herbs, herbs for the kids, tea and food matching. So yeah, really fantastic. Ayurveda. So really fantastic stuff. And we are again very thankful for all the people who have contributed to this little labor of love that has actually flourished really well. So the Australian Tea Guide is for sale now on our website, and again, you're welcome to grab all 7 of them. They're all still available, and we try not to write exactly the same topic over and over again, so you get definitely great value from each of these books. So I hope you will go and check them out on our website, the Australian Tea Guide.